Hi guys, today we are going to take a look at tenses. As you know, tenses is a method we use in English to refer to time. Now, there are three main types of tenses: present, past and future. Let us start by taking a look at the present tense.
The present tense. As the name suggests, the present tense talks about the present time that is now and has been divided into four subparts. The first one is the simple present. The simple present denotes three kinds of actions: habits and routines, facts, and planned future action. Habits and routines means things that we do every single day of our life. Example, I go for a walk every morning. Now, facts. Facts mean telling a truth about ourselves or stating a universal truth which is always true. Example, the sun rises in the east. Next, planned future action. A good question over here will be, if it is a future action, why are we putting it into the present tense? Well, simply because of the key word over here, which is the word planned. It means that although it is going to happen in the future, we know it from now. The example, the holidays begin on the 15th of July. So, although the holidays are beginning on the 15th of July, since we know of it from now, hence we are using the simple present begin in this case. Next, we move on to the present continuous. Here, it is also divided into three parts: action happening at the time of speaking, action happening for a short time, and planned future action. Action happening at the time of speaking means we are doing something and speaking about it at the same time. For example, at present we are learning English, so we are learning and talking about it at the same time. Let us consider the example given here. I am reading a book, which is a real time action. Secondly, we will move on to action happening for a short time, which means that this is a temporary action and it's likely to change in the future. Example, she is staying with her sister till she finds a new apartment. Is staying means it is a temporary arrangement unless something new happens to come about a way. Next, planned future action, something we discussed in the simple present as well, which means that you know of a future plan from now itself. The sentence, he is visiting Paris next week. So, although the visit has been scheduled for next week, we know of it from this week itself. Moving on to the present perfect simple. It has two keywords: has for singular and have for plural. Once again, three places where they are used. Firstly, when we put emphasis on the result. Example, she has broken her leg. What is the result of her action? That she has broken her leg. That is the ultimate result. Next one, action that has just started in the past and is yet to finish or just finished. The example I've used over here is, I have just met my friend, which means I've met my friend maybe just a couple of minutes ago or perhaps just a couple of seconds ago. Lastly, action taking place once, several times, or never before the point of speaking. Example, he has been to New York twice before. It means that before the time of speaking, he has already visited New York two times. Let us now talk about the present perfect continuous. The present perfect continuous puts emphasis on the duration of an action. Example, I have been waiting here since 4 o'clock. Over here, my key emphasis on the time, that is 4 o'clock. How long I have been waiting? Since 4 o'clock, a long, long length of time. Secondly, the present perfect continuous is also used with verbs like eat, sleep, rain, etc. Example, it has been raining since morning.
Now that we've got taken a thorough look at the present tense, let us move on to the next section, which is the past tense.
Let us now talk about the past tense. The past tense refers to events and action which took place in the past, which may be a long time ago, a short time ago, or just a few moments ago, as the case may be. The past tense again has been divided into four subsets. The first one is the simple past, which denotes three types of actions: actions and habits of the past, actions taking place one after another, and action taking place in the middle of another action. Actions and habits of the past means this incident has happened a while ago and has nothing to do with the present. Example: Akbar was a great king. It means Akbar was a king of the past, and hence we have used the verb was in this case. Next, action taking place one after another, which means one action follows another action. Example: I cooked dinner and then ate, which means I have basically carried on two actions. Firstly, I have cooked and then I have ate my dinner. Next, action taking place in the middle of another action. Here we have a set and a subset. The set is the major action and the subset is the minor action which is taking place in the middle of the major action. Example: when they were having dinner, someone knocked on the door. Moving on now to the next one, which is the past continuous. The past continuous again denotes three types of action. Firstly, action going on for some time in the past, which means that this was something I was doing before. Example: I was going to the market, an action which has already been finished. Secondly, action taking place jointly, which means that two actions are occurring concurrently or side by side along with each other. In the example, I have written, as she was cooking, her mother was setting the table. This means that the cooking part and the setting part was taking place at the same time. The third point is a repetition of what we did before, with a major action and a minor action, with the minor action happening in the middle of the major action. Example: as I was taking a shower, the phone rang, which means the shower is the major action, the phone ringing happens to be the minor action. Moving on to the past perfect simple. The past perfect simple, like the present perfect simple, also follows keywords like had and have. Let's look where it is used. Action taking place before a certain time in the past, which means that before the second action happened, another action has already been completed. Example: by the time the doctor arrived, he had already died, which means the man was dead before the doctor came. We have made that absolutely clear. Secondly, when we put emphasis on the result. Example: before the bell rang, she had already completed the paper. So what is the result of the entire exercise? The entire exercise result is that she had already completed a paper. Moving on now to the last portion, which is the past perfect continuous. The past perfect continuous is used to emphasize the duration of an action. Example: he had been studying all day, which means in this case we are focusing on the time, that is studying all day. Secondly, the past perfect continuous can be interchanged with the past perfect simple form. We have written the same sentence in the past perfect simple form, which looks like he had studied all day. Now both the sentences have the same meaning. We have just interchanged the form of tense we have used.
Now, moving on to the last section, which deals with the future tense.
Let's talk about the future tense. The future tense, as the name suggests, talks about events which are about to happen and not happened yet. The first category is the simple future. Let's see where it is used. Firstly, in spontaneous decision. Now, what is a spontaneous decision? A spontaneous decision means an on spot or an immediate decision you take based on certain events. Example, someone is at the door, I will open it, which means that somebody knocked on the door and on spot you decided, okay, I will open it, nobody else has to do it. Secondly, prediction based on opinion and evidence, which means that you have a certain set of circumstances and based on that you give an opinion. Example, I think England will win today's match. It means that you're thinking England will win, maybe because of the way England has been playing in an entire tournament. Lastly, planned future action, an action about which you're absolutely certain from now on. Example, she will go to the store in the evening. Now let us talk about the future continuous. The future continuous talks about an action which will happen at a certain time in the future, but you know of it from now. Example, he will be going to Germany next month. So, although he will be going to Germany next month, you are aware of his plan from this month itself. Lastly, the future perfect simple, which expresses an action that will finish at a certain time in the future. Example, by this time next year, they will have completed 10 years of service successfully. So, although the completion of the service will take place next year, yet you are aware of this event from this year itself. So, that is all there is to know about the future tense.
This was a lesson on tenses in a nutshell. But of course, learning this is not so simple as it will require a lot of practice. However, I hope I have been of some help to you. If you have any queries regarding this lesson, then do follow me on my blog, which is knowenglishodline.blogspot.in, or you can send me an email at globalenglishttrainer@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you.